The cold is a creature with teeth. It gnaws at the tips of my fingers, burrows into my toes, coils along my spine. I press my hands to my mouth, breathing against the chapped skin, but my breath is a weak thing, shuddering from my lips like a moth too frail to fly. The street is empty. No one looks at me. They pass in fur-lined cloaks and woolen mittens, laughter rising in clouds of white against the dark. The windows glow, golden and full. I see them, families gathered around thick-bellied stoves, red-cheeked children pressing their hands against the glass, their faces bright with the kind of joy I've only ever seen from the outside. The scent of roasted goose drifts through a door that swings open, a momentary gift before it closes again, sealing warmth away from me. I try to speak. "Matches, sir? Matches, ma'am?" But my voice is brittle as frost. No one stops. They do not see me, or perhaps they choose not to. I do not know which is worse. My basket grows heavier with matches unsold, my pockets light with hunger. I cannot go home. My father will not ask how cold I am. He will not ask if my stomach aches, if my fingers burn from the chill. He will ask only how much I've sold, and when I answer with silence, his hands will not be silent in return. I press myself into the corner of a building, my back against the stone. The wind is merciless. I wonder how much colder a body can become before it stops feeling cold at all. And then, in the darkness, an idea blooms. A single match, just one. I strike it against the wall, and the spark leaps, catching like a star in my palm. It flares, golden and alive, the light licking against the night. And in that light, the cold dissolves. A great iron stove stands before me, its belly full of fire. The warmth is thick, wrapping itself around me, kissing the tips of my fingers where frost had taken hold. I reach out, but before I can touch it, the match flickers, sputters, dies. The stove vanishes. The cold rushes back in, more brutal for the absence of heat. My breath stutters. Another match. This time, a great feast spreads before me. A table heavy with roasted goose, crisp-skinned and glistening, the scent curling into my nose like a promise. Candied apples, warm rolls with butter melting into their cracks, steaming broth thick with meat and potatoes. I have never seen such a feast, never even dared to dream of it. I reach out, desperate. The match dies. The food is gone. The hunger is worse now, because for a moment, I was full. I fumble with the matches, striking another, and this time a Christmas tree rises before me, stretching tall into the night. The candles flicker on its branches, casting soft golden pools of light onto the snow. Silver ornaments sway gently, reflecting the fire's glow. It is beautiful, more beautiful than anything I've ever known. Then, something shifts. The candles begin to rise, higher and higher, lifting from the branches, floating into the sky like tiny suns. No, not candles, stars. I know what it means when a star falls. Someone is dying. The match gutters out. The cold roars back. My breath comes in shivers. My fingers curl tight around the last matches in my basket. My heart is a bird, frantic and trapped. There is only one thing left to do. I strike them all at once. Flames bloom, 1,000 tiny suns cupped in my hands, and in their light, she is there. My grandmother. Her face is soft and lined with love, her hands warm as she kneels before me, gathering me into her arms. She smells of bread and lavender, of stories whispered in the dark. She is the only one who ever held me, the only one who ever stayed. Take me with you, I whisper. Please. She smiles. The warmth deepens, flooding through me, and I know I will never feel the cold again. The fire does not die this time. It carries me away. When morning comes, they will find my body curled in the snow, my lips parted in the shape of a dream. They will shake their heads, murmur something about the cruelty of winter, about the pity of it all. But I am not there to hear them. I am already gone. The last match is still burning, and I am finally warm.